And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to our live stream for today. My name is Laura Cantu, and today we are talking about the 3 strategies that helped me win a full ride scholarship to college. Today, I will be sharing these strategies with you, talking about the things that helped me when I was in high school, even before I started high school, middle school, when I was a child. And it's a lot of things that my parents did for me, and ways in which my parents were involved that I will be discussing today. So definitely stay tuned. We're doing a four-way stream. We are live on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. So if you see me looking around, well, that's because we are live in a lot of platforms today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just trying to make sure that our Instagram is live because the wrong platform was put, but it's okay. No worries. All right, it looks like we are live. Perfect. All right, so as you are joining and as you start watching today, let me know where you are joining from. Let me know whether you are a parent or a student, and let me know, if your student is in, if you're a student, what grade are you in? If you are starting high school, if your student is starting high school, etc. So, I have an idea of the audience that we have with us today. Let me just make sure that everything is working properly with my stream because it looks like we are not going live on Instagram. All right, so live on TikTok. All right, so let's fix this. All right, so as you are joining, let me know where you're joining from. I also would like to remind you to follow us in all of our social media channels: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. We are, active on all of our channels. And as you probably know, or maybe you don't know this, not every channel lets you kind of have the same content. They don't let you have the same type of, maybe you can't post stories in one platform. Maybe you can't post, links on TikTok videos. So that's why we invite you to follow us and to, be active in all of our social media channels and to follow us so that you can watch everything that we post and that you don't miss a thing. Alrighty. Why don't we go ahead and get started on Instagram and TikTok as well? I just wanted to make sure that these were working properly. Looks like they are. Alrighty, let's fix that and let's get started. All right, we are live now properly in all of our social media platforms, and we are ready to roll. Today we are talking, or I am talking about the 3 strategies that helped me win a full ride scholarship to college. The 3 things that I did when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, and 3 ways in which my parents helped me. So definitely stay tuned for that. These strategies, these things that I did, helped me win over $200,000 in scholarships and financial aid in total. So I was able to, by the time I graduated from college, I remember I got over $200,000 in scholarships and financial aid. So I want to share these strategies with you. I see that Javier is commenting, is joining us. Parents, Facebook, and students starting 12th grade. All right, very, very important year coming up. 12th grade is a very important year. It's a very important, time. A lot of very major things and crucial things are happening in this time of, this time of high school, especially because it's a time where students are applying and sending applications, and also they're filling out financial aid forms like the FAFSA, the CSS profile, etc. So definitely stay tuned, and definitely, if you haven't done so already, I invite you to watch our free training on the 6 strategies to help your children get accepted to college with scholarships. This free training is going to help you you out a lot, especially Javier, you're telling us that you are parents of a student starting 12th grade. Inside this training, we have a lot of helpful information that is going to guide you. And if you're watching us on Instagram and TikTok, the link to this free training is in the description. So don't forget to register and to watch it. It's a free resource that we have for you guys. So definitely stay tuned, watch it, and learn those free resources. But with that being said, why don't we go ahead and get started with today's presentation? These are the 3 strategies that helped me win a full ride scholarship. And the first strategy, it's extracurricular activities. When I was a child, my parents, they took me to dance lessons, and it was something that really helped me and something that I was also really passionate about. It was an extracurricular activity that a lot of, I guess, little girls do, but they knew that I liked it and they knew that I was really, really into it. So I did it since I was like 6 years old and all the way until I was in high school. And I always liked performing. So this extracurricular activity, theater, it was something that I was always interested in. And it wasn't until I got to high school that I decided, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to actually try to do theater for real, right? So I got to high school. My high school had a theater program, an amazing theater program at the time. I remember they were really well known in the county for their theater program because they wrote a play when I was like in middle school. So the director was really, really good. And this starting and joining this club is what got me really into musical theater, because I had my background in dancing, and I knew from the moment that I started to do musical theater and I joined the theater club in my high school that I wanted to do it in college. So this kind of facilitated, this kind of made the process of looking for scholarships, of searching for universities, specifically creating a college list, it made it so much easier because I knew exactly what I wanted, and I knew, what I was looking for. I knew that I didn't want to major in theater per se, but I wanted to continue to do theater as an extracurricular activity. So that's what we always tell students and parents specifically. Once you help your child find what it is that they're passionate about, it's going to make the process of finding the right school and getting into the right school with scholarships much easier, because yes, colleges care about academics, yes, colleges care about extracurriculars, yes, colleges care about many, many things. But if the student knows what they want, and they have to know what they want in different levels. They have to know extracurricular activities wise what they want to study, or at least have an idea what maybe subjects they are good at. Once they know all those things, it's going to be easier. Once the student knows, okay, I want to major in something like biology, maybe chemistry, a science. If they know that, they're going to know, okay, in my college search, the student's college search, they're going to look for schools that have maybe a good biology program, or schools that offer, a good chemistry program. And maybe the student also does maybe they play basketball and they want to continue to play basketball because they're very good at it, and they want to play college level basketball. Maybe they're not going to the NBA, but they are good enough to maybe go to a D2 school, maybe a D1 school that is not as competitive. So this is also going to facilitate that search, because the student already knows 2 things. Okay, I know that I like basketball. I know that I like biology. And I want to do something in chemistry, biology. All right. So what other aspects of the application do I need to consider when creating my college list? And once the student starts to have that idea, it's going to make the process much easier. So if you want to help your child, go to college with scholarships, go to the right university, the biggest tip that we have for you guys is to help them find their passions. That's what my parents did for me. And that's, I guess, the first strategy was that my parents from a young age, not just me, my 3 brothers and myself, they helped me find what it is that I was passionate about. They helped me find dance lessons. They kind of facilitated that, and they allowed, they paid for the dance lessons, obviously, since I was little. And that foundation is what eventually, when I went to high school and I started auditioning for shows, and I started doing theater more serious, taking it more seriously. It was all of those efforts and that foundation, and the fact that my parents listened to and asked me what it is that I wanted to do, that I got to that point. So, help your children find extracurriculars, encourage them to find something that they like, etc. And that's going to make the process much easier. All right. So advanced classes in high school is my second strategy. This is something else. The second thing, I guess, that helped me go to college with over $200,000 in scholarships and financial aid. Since my freshman year of high school, I took honors classes, advanced placement classes. Taking these courses, not only did they maximize my odds of acceptance, but they eventually helped me find an academic scholarship that was $10,000 per year. So I got my theater scholarship, which was $2,000 per year, because I auditioned for my school's theater program, and I got a $2,000 scholarship per year. So that was one of the scholarships that I got for Marist College, which is the college that I got accepted into and I went to. That additional to those $10,000 that I won for my academic, merit-based scholarships, $10,000 per year. All of that added up to a very, very good financial aid package. So, a lot of parents think that, okay, a Fulbright scholarship is just one big award, and there's only one way to get a Fulbright scholarship, and that is by applying to a private scholarship award or program. But there are ways for students to get full rides, full tuition scholarships by combining. You can definitely combine different forms of financial aid, different forms of scholarships, and that's kind of like what happened in my particular case. I collected scholarships and different forms of financial aid. There was federal financial aid. There was academic-based, merit-based academic scholarships that I got, the $10,000 one, $2,000 per year to do theater. That was also a merit-based extracurricular scholarship. And I also got financial aid, need-based aid from my college. So all of that combined, was what allowed me to go to college tuition free. I remember my freshman year of college, I didn't have to pay for anything because I just had such a high financial aid award, that I was able to do this. So that was the second strategy, taking advanced classes in high school, such as honors classes, AP classes, but not just taking them, doing well in these classes, getting good grades, passing most of my AP exams, getting A's and B's on my honors classes, because they're not college level courses, but they're still classes that could help raise your students' GPA. So that's kind of what I did and what helped me. All right, so the third strategy that I have for you that helped me when I was in high school, and that eventually helped me to get a full tuition scholarship for my freshman year of college, was I received constant support from my parents. Honestly, I believe that's the thing that made the biggest difference was that I was able to have my parents help me every step of the way. They were not like helicopter parents. Don't think that you should be doing your students' homework or filling out those applications, because that's not necessarily good, and that's not what happened in my case. But I knew that in every process, or every part of the process, I had my parents kind of like by my side or to help me. Even before this process officially began, they enrolled me in extracurriculars and they helped me find my passions without them even knowing that, particularly for college, that was going to make such a big difference. So, my parents, obviously, they provided me with the tools to complete each step of the process. They provided me with dance lessons. If I needed study resources, tutoring, I needed tutoring when I was in middle school and in high school for math. I was not a great math student. So I remember my parents even put me in math lessons just after school to improve my math skills and get a higher GPA. My parents also helped me fill out financial aid forms and scholarship forms such as the FAFSA, CSS profile, not the scholarship applications, but the financial aid forms. And there were a couple of financial aid forms that my college required, financial aid forms that were kind of like additional to the FAFSA that they also helped me fill out. So in those specific processes that were more, they should have been more involved regardless, because a lot of the information that goes into the FAFSA, the CSS profile, unless the student is dependent and they don't depend on their parents' income, they don't have to, put that in their FAFSA. They will have to put information that comes from the parents, tax returns from, specifically from the parents, whether it's mom, dad, parents, guardian. It's going to be information that comes from them. So that really, really helped me and made the biggest difference. The fact that my parents were, providing me with, advice, support, whether it was emotionally, whether it was by filling out financial aid forms. They really helped me, enrolling me in tutoring lessons, dance lessons, etc. And obviously the biggest thing that helped as well was that they helped me review scholarship packets and acceptance letters. So when it was time to, make a decision to which college I wanted to go to, once I had to decide, okay, what schools, once I got accepted into a few schools and I had to look over at financial aid awards, what they were offering me, they kind of helped me. And they even helped me write an appeal letter and go through the financial aid appeal process that my college, Marist College, had, because initially the financial aid award that they gave me, the need-based aid, wasn't high enough. So my parents helped me negotiate that award. And I ended up getting, I think it was getting, I don't know, I think it was $5,000 more per semester, compared to that original financial aid award package. So that was another way in which my parents helped me. So we do believe here at Best College Aid, and we see it with our members, that parents and guardians who are involved, that does make a big, big difference. So that's personally what helped me. And I know that there are some parents watching this, there's some students watching this as well. So the fact that you guys are trying to get informed, get educated on the matter, and understand ways in which you can help your student, that is awesome. And it's a great, first step or initial step to take, the fact that you're wanting to learn. So congratulations for being here, and thank you for trusting us and our information. But yeah, I also want to remind you, that was all my 3 strategies. Those were my 3 strategies. But I also always want to give you more information, more resources that could be beneficial to you, beneficial to your student. So if you haven't done so already, make sure that you register to watch our free training on the 6 strategies to help your children get accepted to college with scholarships. In this training, we share a lot of tips, a lot of advice that helped us. When I say us, is my 2 parents, my 3 brothers, and myself, us 6, navigate the college admissions process, and we all were able to get full tuition scholarships for college. It helped us personally, and we've seen it with our members inside of Best College Aid, our students. We've seen how it has helped them. So, it's information that it was not only our personal experience, but after 3.5 years of doing this, we've learned a lot, and we've helped a lot of families, helped a lot of students get accepted into the right colleges with scholarships. So a lot of those tips, a lot of that vital information is inside of this training, which is underneath this video or above, depending if you are on Facebook or on YouTube. It should be in the video's description. And if you're watching us on TikTok and on Instagram, the free training is in the link in our bio. So don't forget to register and to watch this training, because it's going to be very helpful, okay? All right, so let's see what comments we have in the comments section. I saw that Dan Square said, go BCA. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching and for tuning in to today's live stream, Dan Squared. I saw that David was, active in the chat. Don't forget to like and share this video with other parents who need this information. Yes, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share it. And, to stay tuned. We are live every Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday. Monday, we are live on Facebook and YouTube at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And Tuesday, we go live at the same time on Instagram and TikTok. Today, we just had to do a 4-way stream, but we usually separate the days. So don't forget to join us. Let's see if we have any other comments. I do see a couple of comments on TikTok. What is the perfect score to get scholarships? What's the perfect score in ACT to get scholarships? So when it comes to, there's a lot of ways to get scholarships from, I guess, ACT scores alone. And also there's no guarantee that if the student gets the highest score that they are going to, that's going to be automatic scholarships. However, there are colleges, and this is called institutional scholarships. There are colleges that do award institutional scholarships based on a student's performance on their standardized tests. There are some private scholarship awards, so private scholarship contests that do consider these things. So obviously the higher the score, the higher the chances, but it also depends on other aspects. There are colleges that will award maybe academic-based scholarships based on the students, not only their scores, but if they got good scores on the SAT, ACT, but also if they got good grades in high school. So it depends on the school, depends on the type of scholarships. But it's a great point. You do bring up a great point. There are ways to get scholarships for getting a good ACT score. All right. Let's see, what else? What other question do we have? What's going on here? Can you explain a little bit, please? Yep, right. Today we talked about the 3 strategies that helped me go to college with a full ride scholarship. But, we are live as I said, Monday and Tuesday. On Monday, we go live on Facebook and YouTube. Tuesday, we go live on Instagram and TikTok. And we are usually, today it's an anomaly, or it's a once a month where we do the 4-way stream. But we'll be back next Tuesday, or Instagram and TikTok will be back next Tuesday. And then for YouTube and Facebook, we'll be back next Monday, 7:15 Eastern Time. And if you want to learn more strategies, don't forget to register for our free training in which we explain the 6 strategies to help your children get accepted to college with scholarships. Also, my friends, on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, ask me your questions. I am here. This is the portion of the presentation where I'm answering questions. So make sure that you ask them in the chat. Let's see. My son plays golf, Stry Davy. Do you know if he can be eligible for any scholarships? Great question. While not every college in the US has golf programs, not every college has every sport. There are some colleges that do have golf teams. So there are colleges, of course, that do award golf scholarships for students to attend that institution. This would be merit-based scholarships for athletics. And, I know that, for example, Tiger Woods, he went to Stanford, so that's one of the schools that has a golf team. And there are over 3,000 schools in the United States, and a lot of them do have golf teams. So if your student, but obviously the student would have to be interested in continuing to do this. And this goes for every sport. It's not just for golf, basketball, football. Most of the time, and all of the times, honestly, if a student is trying to get a scholarship for sport, athletics, they will probably have to get recruited, have to continue doing this sport in college. So if your child is interested in doing that, they would most likely have to go through the recruitment process, which, by the way, my brother David, he went through that process. He was a swimmer. He actually swam in college. He was a college athlete, a D1 athlete. And he did 4 years of college swimming, and he got, I think it was $8,000 per year for an athletic scholarship. And inside of Best College Aid, we have a section dedicated to the recruitment process, because it is a process of its own. It's like kind of separate to the regular college admissions process, or a process that maybe a person that would want to do musical theater, go to a conservatory, or maybe play for the school band, be part of the college's marching band would have to go to. It's definitely competitive. There's processes that start since like junior year, such as contacting coaches. There's rules, and we do go over that inside of Best College Aid. So if you're interested in the presentation and the link in my bio at the end, after we share all the information, we do go over what is included inside of Best College Aid. So I invite you to register if you want to learn more about our membership. And if you just want to learn the 6 strategies to go to college with scholarships, you can also register and watch it. And we'd be happy to share those tips with you. Thank you. And thank you for your question. Javier Santa Maria says, in California, residents of California are eligible for free 2-year tuition and free textbooks at junior colleges. Could my students still apply for various scholarships? Yes, students could still apply for unless students apply for a private scholarship that has a specific rules where it's one of those, full ride, because there are full ride scholarship contests, awards for private scholarships, but those are, more limited. And unless the scholarship has, they have a rule where if you do win, you can't apply to other forms of scholarship. Usually there's not really a limit on how many private scholarships a students can apply to. Additionally, that program that you're talking about, Javier, in California, that shouldn't affect the federal aid, state aid that your student could receive. Which what I'm saying is that if your family is eligible for the FAFSA, eligible to fill out your California, if you're residents of California, the state aid forms, definitely still fill them out. Definitely encourage your child to continue to apply for private scholarships, especially because you told us that your child is about to be a 12th grader, your student. So that's they should be applying for private scholarships right now. At any point, honestly, we encourage students to be applying for private scholarships. And Javier, your student's going to be a senior. So that means that in October, once the FAFSA is open and ready to be sent out, they should be sending out those federal financial aid forms. Okay, so don't forget about that. Let's see, do we have any other questions? I'm from Pennsylvania and I want to continue my studies. I'm done my bachelor's degree from other country. All right, so yes, you could continue your studies if you have your bachelor's degree. If you're interested in a major, doctorate, there are plenty of institutions in which you can continue your education. But we mostly specialize in undergraduate education only at the moment. So all the advice that we do share in this channel is mostly for students who are interested in completing an undergraduate degree, which you say you got your bachelor's degree, which is awesome. But yes, there are ways for you to try to go and get that master's, maybe get a doctorate, PhD, whatever it is that you desire. There are ways to do it. All right. I don't really see any other questions unless there are more questions on Facebook, but that was the presentation for today. Today, I talked about the 3 strategies that helped me win a full ride scholarship for college. If you want to watch this replay, we will be we will be uploading it to Facebook, YouTube, as well as Instagram. So don't forget to check it out. Thank you for joining, guys. I hope that this information was helpful for you. Also, don't forget to watch our free training on the 6 steps to go to college with scholarships. We do share a lot of valuable information, a lot of tips that could help you. and it's completely free, that training. And for those of you interested in joining Best College Aid or learning more about our membership and what it includes, at the end of that presentation, we explain what Best College Aid includes, what are the benefits, as well as offer a discount for you guys to join Best College Aid. So check out the link in this video's description, check out the link in our bio, and register to watch our free training so that you can learn the 6 strategies to go to college with scholarships. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Laura Cantu. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you again next time.